Hi, today we are going to see relative pronouns. In the previous lesson, we have seen types of relative clauses, and we said that we have two types of relative clauses. We have restrictive relative clause and non-restrictive relative clause or defining clause. So what are the relative pronouns? Let's see these examples. So, the man who wrote the book is my father. Hind wore the watch that her father gave her. Mecca is the city where Muslims do the pilgrimage. Ramadan is the holy month when people fast. The girl whose hair is red is Jane's sister. So, as you can see here, we have a number of expressions, namely these ones. The man who, the watch that, the city where, the holy month when, and the girl whose. So here you might say, okay, these are WH questions. Who, where, when, whose. Yes, these expressions, we use them as in what we call WH questions, to ask about person, to ask about place, to ask about time, and to ask about possession. But here they have another function. We use them here as relative pronouns. So don't mix them up and say these are WH questions. No, these are these are relative pronouns. Okay, what is their function? They define the noun that comes before. Here, the man who wrote the book is my father. So here we defined the man by what? By explaining who is this man. He is the man who wrote the book. Is my father. Hind wore the watch. Which watch? That her father gave her. So here that explains the watch. Mecca is the city. The city, it is a place. So this is why we used a relative pronoun, which is where Muslims do the pilgrimage. So here we have explained this city. Ramadan is the holy month. So a month, it's at its time, and here this is why we used when to explain the month, and whose is to explain what we call the girl. Here, as you can see, we can say that we have two types of relative pronouns. We have subject pronouns and object pronouns. Subject pronouns defines the subject, but an object pronoun defines an object. So if you have a noun which is in the object position, it is defined by an object pronoun. But if it is in the subject position, we use subject pronoun. Here, as you can see here, we have what? We have different, as you can see, as we have seen already. For a person, we use who or that to describe a subject, okay, or to explain a subject. If it's an object, we use whom, who, and that. And possessive بمعنى possessive بمعنى الملكية, okay, المالك. So here whose للاستفسار عن المالك, but here لشرح المالك, okay, لتفسير المالك. Here for things بمعنى الأشياء, we use what if it's in subject position, subject pronoun, we use which or that. If it's an object, of course there is no difference, which or that. إذا كما ترون ليس هناك فرق بالنسبة ل that. You can use it everywhere. You can use it for things or for persons. إذا تهت ولا تعرف أي واحد تستخدم، بإمكانك استخدام that. Okay. So for things you use whose or of which. And for place, where, for time, when. So here, as you can see, these pronouns can be used to in sentences to explain a previous noun which is not clear. But sometimes we can omit these pronouns. بمعنى يمكن حذف هذه الضمائر in certain states or in certain positions. So the pronoun or the relative pronoun can be omitted if it is the object of a restrictive defining relative clause. Okay, so for example, this is the book that Mary wrote. Here, this is the book. The book here is an object. It is the object of what? It is the object of the restrictive clause. إذن الجملة المقيدة أو الصلة المقيدة. Mary wrote, that Mary wrote. التي كتبت Mary. So التي كتبت Mary. ماذا كتبت Mary? كتبت the book. Okay. So the book here is an object. So here in this case, we can omit بإمكاننا حذف that and say this is the book Mary wrote. إذن هنا استطعنا حذف that وبكل بساطة نقول this is the book Mary wrote. But if the pronoun that you have is a subject pronoun, of course you cannot omit it. I thanked Selma who prepared the cake. So here Selma is what? She is the subject of the restrictive clause. So because it is the subject, I cannot لا يمكن بأي شكل أو بآخر حذفها. I can't omit it. I thanked Selma prepared the cake. Of course here, as you can see, it means that it is not acceptable. We cannot say this. Okay, so let's see some practice here. So everyone loved Amin. He likes to play music. So how are we going to join these two sentences or these two clauses in one sentence? So here, as you can see, what is the repeated noun? The repeated noun is Amin. How? Because here we have he. He, it is a pronoun, ضمير. It refers to what? It refers to Amin. Yes, it refers to Amin. So we join the two into one, which is the subject. So we are going to say Amin, and then we are going to explain Amin. Okay, we are going to clarify Amin. Which Amin are we talking about? Amin whom everyone loved. Because we use here whom because Amin is a person and he is in an object position. So Amin whom everyone loved likes to play music. Okay, so here as you can see we have joined two sentences جمعنا التعبيرين in one sentence. Again, let's go to the next one. Mary bought the red car. Here as you can see you have what is the repeated noun? Okay, the repeated noun is Mary. Okay, so we are going to put Mary as the subject. Then what happened to Mary? We have to explain her. We have to clarify this Mary. Who is she? Is she a person, thing, place, city, time? Who? Okay, so she is a person. It means that we are going to use who or that. Okay, as you can see here Mary is in subject position, so here we are going to say Mary who bought the red car likes to sing Arabic songs. Pay attention that here there are no commas. Okay, we didn't put commas because it is important to clarify Mary. Maybe we have a lot of Marys. Okay, so let's see another one, which is Sarah studies at university. She got her diploma. Sarah here is the repeated noun, as you can see, Sarah and she. So we are going to use Who, when, what, where. Which one? Yes, we are going to use who. Who and studies at university, got her diploma. Again, this is a restrictive relative clause. We cannot we cannot do without this relative clause. لا يمكن حذفها. If we say Sarah got her diploma, we still maybe unaware who is this person exactly, which Sarah. We have many Sarahs, so this is why who studies cannot be omitted. It is very important. I wish you have understood the lesson. I wish you good luck. Thank you.